Hey, ladies, welcome to Sis We Love You podcast. It is a daily dose of healing, prayer, and encouragement for women navigating ups and downs of life. Whether you're a mother, wife, single, or juggling it all, we're here to talk through the real, raw struggles we face every day. Hello, hello. What's going on, everyone? I hope you guys listened to the first two episodes of Sis, We Love You. Because listen, I love y'all. I know it was kind of like pushing y'all, getting y'all to everything like right instantly. But look, I'm not about to be playing no games with y'all. Y'all, it's hey, all we got is time, but we can't waste none. We got to live life to the fullest. We got to start pursuing our dreams, setting our goals, getting everything together like we supposed to. So if it's going to take me to tell y'all, hey, that's what Shakira going to do. Okay. So us first and foremost, I do want to start off with a prayer. So let's kick it off, y'all. Father, there are moments when I struggle to understand your plan for my life. Help me understand your divine purpose, even when I cannot see the full picture. I surrender my fears and anxieties to you, believing that your plans for me are good. Guide my steps and fill me with peace as I walk in faith. Amen. So I want y'all to trust in God. And the reason being for that is because it can be very difficult trusting in God, especially when you want something to happen overnight. You want something to happen tomorrow, as far as like next week, next month, before the year over with, which all of that is possible. But if you could reflect on the past episode, I was telling y'all a lot about self care and everything, and about putting yourself together, putting you first. Because for you to trust in God, it's going to take you to do it. You have to do the work for you to be able to recognize what He's trying to place into your life and what He's trying to do for your life. He can't help you if you don't want to help yourself. You're not going to see any type of progress going on in your life for you to be able to move forward or receive different things, not until you put a move on it. Sometimes people want to just sit there and do absolutely nothing but pray. You could sit there and you could pray all day, but what are you doing about that prayer? Are you doing the things? Are you taking the steps for you to be able to receive whatever you praying for? Because ain't no miracle gonna happen if you just sitting there. I'm sorry, it's not. You literally have to do the work. And that's the inner work within yourself. You have to move around. You have to get yourself up, get up, clean yourself up, get cute, look good. Because sometimes we lose ourselves. We don't be like looking that great because we just be tired and drained. Like, do something with your hair, paint your nails with some nail polish or something. And most importantly, a lot of people miss this so much. And my mother used to say this to me all the time. If your house ain't clean, you ain't clean. And it brings so much energy into your home. When your home is clean, you literally have to clean it top to bottom, wash your walls down, wash everything down, have that beautiful smell of clean, fresh air for you to be able to think straight. Because you won't be able to think straight if your home ain't straightened out. Because that's the inner work. That's part of you. When you get up, you gotta look good. You gotta be intact for you to be able to do these things. And I'm trying to tell you this has so much to do with you trusting God, because you have to clean up. That's all you cleaning up constantly. You cleaning up your mind, body, soul, your spirit, your attitude, your circle. your family, your kids, your husband, anybody into your life and anything that's going on in your life, you got to clean it up constantly. You always got to do an upgrade. You got to clean and remove, throw it away. Just, when spring hit, you got to do spring cleaning. What you doing? Getting rid of clutter, throwing stuff away. You got to constantly throw things away. Winter time coming, you gotta switch off. Get them summer clothes out the way. Let's bring out the fall and winter clothes. You cleaning up again, throwing stuff away. These are seasons, you know, summer, spring, fall, winter. Each season we find ourselves cleaning up, doing something different. These are the type of seasons that you're going to do on a daily basis, hourly basis, monthly basis, quarterly basis. Like you're going to constantly clean up in every season of your growth. You're going to constantly grow every season of your life. But in these seasons, you have to trust God to come through. You know, when life takes you unexpected turns, it can be difficult and to trust God and that He has a plan. But His promises are true and He knows the path ahead. But trusting God's plan means letting go of the things that need for certainty and the resting and just His provision. You got to constantly do this all the time. You got to make sure that you're able to. And that comes with everything with it. But I want you guys to know like even just in my times of like just struggling, not having nothing, just hitting rock bottom. It's like, man, how am I going to get through this? But I had to get myself out the bed and I had to do something about it. And believe it or not, once I started doing something about it and I started moving around and doing things that I needed to do for me, I started to see why I was trusting God and what God can do for me to get me out of the situations that I was in. And one of the scriptures is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future of hope. And you could have any future you want. You can have any life that you want. It's just you have to trust, you got to have faith, and you have to remove evil, and you have to hope for more. You have to do so many things for things to transpire into your life. And one of the things I want you guys to write down and reflect on, I have another question that I want you guys to work on compared to the other first two, which I hope you guys did. What areas of my life do I need to surrender to God's plan? And also, how can I trust Him more fully today? So I want you to sit there and reflect on different things on what you need to surrender as far as God's plan. And one of the things I want to surrender is I would say trusting him more, and also just surrendering to him overall, for me actually letting him see himself do the work for me, because sometimes I'll be like having this attitude of like overdoing it when I need to just go smooth, steady with it. And I don't give God time to do what he's supposed to do for me. And because I'm just be so like pushing myself so far ahead, cuz we can be hard on ourselves, and I'm always hard on myself. I be like, Shakira, you need to get it together, because I could be so hard on myself to a point. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm I'm headed in the right direction, but if I get in a pause, I don't I don't pause and pray enough. when I need to. When in another sense, I need to just pause, pray, and see what God gonna do. See what he gonna say, because he gonna make moves, and he gonna start bringing people into your life. He gonna start paying some bills that you didn't even know that you could pay. He gonna bring so much into your life. You just gonna be like, dang, okay, God, I see you. Because it's like it's so crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, because I've dealt with this on so many occasions. I hit rock bottom before, and I did not know how I was gonna pay my car note. I just knew my car was about to get repossessed. I just knew I wasn't gonna be able to pay my mortgage for the month. Um, I knew I didn't have no money coming in whatsoever, and I'm trying to figure out, like, man, first of all, if I'm sitting here crying and moping, talking about how I'm gonna pay this, how I'm gonna do that, what me laying in the bed crying gonna do? Like, I'm saying, like, God, why, God, why am I going through this, and why am I going through that? And I'm saying, like, dang, I could ask God why all dang old day, but I need to ask myself why I'm laying here in this bed still, and I ain't get my tail up to even do anything about it. So I got my butt up and did something about it, and I went and sold a bunch of items that I had. I just made a post on Facebook and just start selling stuff, telling people, come get it, come get it. Y'all, I'm telling you, I made so much money that day. I paid my car note, I paid my mortgage up for 2 months so I could like gather everything together and get myself together. I went and did some grocery shopping and everything, and then I started getting my business together just so that I could be able to like get things back in motion. And I'm saying like, girl, what is wrong with you? But that was the thing of me pausing and praying, even though I was just sitting there doing nothing. From me pausing and reflecting, I had to check myself, but it was God let me know that, like, girl, if you don't get your butt up, what's wrong with you? I didn't raise you to be that way. And I'm still like, man, dang, he didn't raise me to be that way. Let me just get my butt up. But it's just crazy how we could let the mind take over so much into our personal lives, and we have full control. It's just that mind can do some things to you. It could put you in places where you need to be, and it could put you in places where you don't need to be. And it's on you, on whatever you choose to do, because you really ain't got to do wrong and you really can do right. It's just you have to actually pick and choose what do you want for you, because it's needed. You gonna need it. Because if you don't, man, I'm telling you, you just gonna be always stuck. You gonna always be still, and you gonna always be like, man, why, and why? You're gonna have so many whys. I could ask God so many reasons why I lost loved ones, but it's like at the same time, I'm just embracing and like thinking about the good times, thinking about the things that they done for me, and I'm thinking about the things that they taught me, the things that I can do, the things that I can strengthen, the things that I can say here on this podcast for me to be able to talk to other people, uplift them and inspire them and encourage them to do so many things. Because I'm telling y'all, I have been in my darkest moments when I was just so mad at God to a point I didn't want to believe in him no more. I didn't think he could do nothing for me, because it's like, why you done took everything from me? You stripped me from everything. What else do I have? What more do I have to live for? I don't have nothing to live for. But he checked me, and he pondered and pondered and pondered and like, look, I have gotten you this far. You had the strength to go through all of this here. And it was the smallest, but the biggest thing he can do. And you know what that was? life. Because clearly, if I kept waking up every morning and God gave me another chance, that means He got something else for me and something coming my way. Because it is times when people, they do not wake up from their sleep, from the sleep they had that night. They will not wake up that morning. And knowing that God always give me that breath, I'm up. Let's get ready. So what we doing today? What you got going on? This is what we gonna do. Here, here, here. You know, it means so much, and a lot of times we take life for granted. That's why I just be on y'all so much about the fact of you loving on yourself, you doing self-care and everything, because you wanna pass from natural causes. You wanna pass knowing you lived your life. You wanna pass when you know you left a legacy. You wanna pass when you know that you did any and everything that you can and made sure you lived your best life, made sure you lived your dreams, made sure you accomplished your goals, made sure you gave yourself affirmations, just making sure you did any and everything possible that you wanted to do, and you did not let life pass you by on taking care of other people, on people not loving you the way you love them, and the way that you are there for other people and they not there for you, the way people don't check up on you but you check up on them. You have all these things to look forward to for you to be able to continue to move forward in life when it comes to you, and always make sure it's about you. My mom used to always say, do you, stay in your lane, because I'm telling you, once you stay in that lane and you continue to do you, you're going to see that light, and that light is going to shine and it's going to reflect on you. And then the other people in darkness, they're going to see the brightness within you, and they're going to try to cling to you. But you know, you love yourself so much, you're not going to let them put you back in darkness. You're not going to let them suck you dry. You're not going to let them do absolutely nothing, because you work so hard for God to trust in you, and you work so hard for God to uplift you, encourage you, and take you out of those dark places, and take you out of places that you didn't even think you would ever walk up out of. And it's just so important for you to continue to do this, because I'm telling you, being in a dark place and not having nobody, but knowing you got people that are around you and love you, but you still feel dark, you still feel alone, you still feel like you don't have nobody. But once you get out of that darkness and that stillness that you was in by yourself, listen, you have nothing but life ahead of you. You have nothing but success ahead of you. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody walk the life that you walked. Your testimony ain't like the next person's testimony. Your spirituality and everything that you got going on in your life isn't like nobody else's, because you are the one that dealt with that. A lot of times we get caught up comparing ourselves to other people's testimonies and destinations on where God wants you to go, and that has nothing to do with you. That comes with you minding your business. Use your mind and mind your business on where God is directing you and where He needs you to go for you to get these things accomplished. And I want you to always remember this at all times. Just trust God, believe in God, and He's going to direct you and put you where you need to be in life. And I always want y'all to remember this at all times. And I love y'all so much. I love you, sis. But it's time for you to find ways to trust in God, believe in Him, and let Him direct you on where you need to be. Because, baby, I'm in the space where I need to be right now, and that's exactly where I'm gonna stay at. And I ain't gonna do nothing but get greater. And I want y'all to come with me along on this journey and get nothing but better for yourselves as well, because it is so needed. And I pray that you get through it at all times. I love y'all. Peace. God is good. Talk to you later.